back in today, buy, hold, sell, everyone's favorite series on the channel, where you guys ask the names in the Discord, link down below. Almost 3,000 people keep up the support, and I react to the names and tell you guys, should you buy them, sell them, or hold them. We're close to the roster update. 1 week away, 7 days, poised to make tons and tons of stubs. Hopefully I'll go from like 5 mil to like 6 mil. I don't even know how many, at this point I don't even know how many stubs I have. I'm just trying to make all of you guys stubs as well. Consider becoming a member of the channel on the YouTube link down below. You guys know the drill by this point. First guy in this video is Mr. Bryan Woo. So we can actually predict, thanks to the help of one of the mods, the starting pitcher projected overalls. So Bryan Woo, if I look at his stats first off, right? 22 innings pitched, 16 strikeouts. So that's kind of low. I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of low. But he only has 2 walks given up. 2 walks in 22 innings pitched, and his walks per 9 is 58. So I mean, that seems like it's due for a significant boost, as well as only giving up 11 hits in those innings. Now, if I check out the spreadsheet, he's due for a plus 13 to hit per 9, plus 13 walks per 9, minus 5 in the Ks per 9. Stamina, slight boost there. He's actually projected to go up to 79 overall. So that's a pretty big, he's priced as if he's a 77 right now. Honestly, not the worst time to buy in, but he is going to have another start that seems like it could be make or break for this update. We could see him get a Jack Flaherty type boost, if you know what I'm talking about. Flaherty went 78. I think, so we have Bryan Woo projected 79. I could see him landing in the 78, 79 range as well, pending his next start. At 110, I mean, first off, if you have him, I would recommend selling at 200 right now. But since it's a pretty big, gap between the buy now and sell now, I don't mind him as a buy either. Up next is Danny Jansen. Now this is going to be interesting because I have a lot of him, I believe, and he's at quick sell. So it's not a good sign seeing your investment be a quick sell this close to the investment period. But if I look at his batting average, 299 batting average on the year with 5 home runs. Now 5 home runs, but it's 97 at bats. Smaller sample size due to injury or something. Still playing pretty mid the last 15 games. Still batting 281. Only 2 homers in his last 15. I like to see that be a little bit higher heading to the update period. I think we see Danny Jansen get a +1. I don't mind him at quick sell at all. I mean, we saw what Will Smith did. We'll cover him later. Will Smith turned on the power. If Danny Jansen can do that, I like him, especially longer term for next update. Jared Jones, another starting pitcher. You're welcome. All right, well, really, we'd be thinking good talk, bud, the mod in the Discord. Jared Jones, I like him a lot. 500. Welcome to the team, Jared Jones. 63 innings pitched, 70 strikeouts, pretty solid. Only 12 walks, very solid. And 52 hits, pretty mid. Now, if I pull up his projection, he's actually due for a boost, it seems like. Let's take a look. So he's due for a +3 hit per 9, +5 walks per 9, -1 to the K per 9, slight clutch boost. We have him projected as a +1 overall to 82. So there are stubs to be made, especially at this price. I'm going to smash the hammer on the buy button for Mr. Jared Jones. JT Realmuto. Again, I'm curious. His price is going down, which has me nervous, considering I have 400. He has, I think he has a silver hitting badge. So I mean, his base stats aren't great right now. Let's take a look at his stats. Has he cooled off? The answer is no. He hasn't cooled off. So I don't know why his price is dropping. 284 batting average on the year with 7 home runs, and he's still batting above 300 in his last 7 and his last 15. I like him, man. I like him as a buy for sure. Conservatively +1. What I would like to see happen is a +2. And then if he goes +2, I also like him as a hold for Diamond for the next update. So I like JT Realmuto a lot. At 1,000 stubs, you're not going to make a great return on investment, but you also waited for the week before the update to be buying guys. So I like him as a buy right now. Another catcher that was asked about, Patrick Bailey. Now, I haven't looked too much into him except for one time I answered someone's question. I said he was a good buy at quick sell. Seems like his price is going up. This is a price I like to see. And also, he's got bronze hitting, so I mean, that's pretty bad. He has 107 at-bats. I think he came off an injury recently. 107 at-bats, 299 batting average. It's very good. 4 home runs. That's solid as well, I'm not going to lie. And 2 of those home runs were in his last 15 games. I like him as a buy, man. I like him as a buy. If he can hit a couple more bombs in the up-and-coming days, he'll be due for a +2 or +3 even. But, I mean, his high batting average, you got to put some respect on LeBron's hitting badge. I like Patrick Bailey as a buy, even at 450. Jeff Hoffman. Jeff Hoffman, you know, okay, so there's a, all right, you see it, okay. Now, the reason I have a million Jeff Hoffmans, you know, I was looking at the marketplace a week ago. There was such, like, not really anything out there that I was liking. And Jeff Hoffman, I was like, he's quick sell. Yeah, he could go up. And so I bought in. He has 24 innings pitched, 30 strikeouts. Pretty solid Ks per 9 numbers. He has 17 hits in those 24 innings pitched. With a 94 hits per 9, that seems like it's going down a little bit. And then the walks per 9, he has a 60 walks per 9, so he really needs to limit the walks. In his last couple starts, he's given up 0 walks, and he's given up 7 walks on the year in those 24 innings. I think he deserves a +1. I'm going to be honest. I think he deserves a +1. I also would not be surprised if SDS doesn't touch him at all. So Jeff Hoffman, kind of a risk it for the biscuit type deal. Good player for potential back orders too. You know, come roster update day, but we'll see how that goes. Tanner Houck, another starter. Giving you guys all the projections here. We have a spreadsheet in Diamond Chat. Gives you flipping, real-time flipping updates on who to flip, as well as silver to gold exchange stuff as well in the Diamond Chat. Tanner Houck. Middle name is Tanner Lee. So it's Tanner Lee Houck. It came up when I was looking at his stats. 71 innings pitched, 57 hits, 13 walks, it's pretty low, and 69 strikeouts on the year. He's an 81, and now we got to pull up his stats. Due for a +4 to hits per 9, +3 to walks per 9, +4 to clutch, +1 to stamina. That has him projected as a +1.7, which should send him to 83 overall. So this is a buy right here. I mean, he's going to have another start to potentially blow things, I believe. And also, I'm assuming these projections are the most recent numbers, so we'll have to see about that. But I think that Tanner Houck is definitely a buy around 800 stubs. Riskier buy for sure, but I like him. Up next is going to be Isaac Paredes. Let's take a look. I don't think he's a buy. I think he already is the high hitting, but we'll just verify. Paredes, he's at quick sell, not a good sign, and he has diamond hitting. 295 batting average, 10 home runs. Recently just hit a home run. People are saying it's versus lefties, which is good for the power versus left stat. So now he has, 10 home runs in the year. 9 of them are versus righties, and only 1 of them, which he just hit, is versus a lefty. I mean, that 1 home run versus lefties does help, but it's also still pretty low. So I wouldn't be surprised if they give him a nerf right there. Again, Cody Bellinger went diamond with weird splits and weird IRL stats. Maybe Paredes can be that guy. I'm not going to be buying in on him myself. Chris Sale. Let's take a look. He's 3,000 stubs. This is a tough one. We bought it at 900 if you've been following. It's really tough because you can literally sell and congrats. Chris Sale literally just went diamond because you're selling for the price of what he would be at an 85 overall. However, the formula projects him as an 87 overall. That's right. I mean, he's playing really, really well. Hopefully he doesn't screw himself in his last start. He's went 7 innings each of his last 3. So Chris Sale's looking really nice. Hard to say buy him and hope he goes 87 because there's a lot of risk there. But I like Chris Sale. And even if he has a bad start, I'd still recommend buying the dip. He's a diamond lock. Nick Lodolo. I tried pronouncing it differently for all of you out there. I'm sorry. He's going to be a hold. He came back from injury and was pretty mid. 5 innings pitched, 5 hits, 0 walks. That's good, and only 3 strikeouts. Pretty mediocre start. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if he gets a +1, but it's only 1 start this update period, so he better not get a +1 or a -1. Geez. And I don't know if his next start, he'd have to really dominate his next start to get an upgrade. I just don't think he did enough in his first one. Shota Imanaga. Hopefully I pronounced that right. All right, here we go. So he's actually I would sell him, man. He's actually projected as a -0.9, but SDS can do some weird things with overalls themselves because Shota has a lot of hype around him. He was a potential diamond last time. So 58 innings pitched, 59 strikeouts, 48 hits, 10 walks. Personally, I'd be selling him if I had him, but we never know what could happen. Big game Ranger. Ranger Suarez is borderline 86 overall still. I mean, 2.3K. I think a day ago I recommended buying Ranger at 2,200 stubs. You can see he went up a little bit in price, so it's hard to recommend. He had a bad last outing. 6 innings pitched, 3 hits, not bad, but 4 walks in 6 innings. That hurts a lot, but he has 19 strikeouts through 13 innings pitched. in his last 2 games. So that's pretty solid right there with the 59 Ks per 9. We have Ranger projected as 85.5 or something like that. So he should go 86 if he doesn't choke. But I like him as a buy, just above 2,000. Right now is a bit pricey, but I don't think we see his price go down anyway in the meantime. All right, Bryce Miller. Let's take a look at Mr. Miller. So he is quick sell, and I'm pretty sure I had some and quick sold mine because he has 65 innings pitched, 62 strikeouts, 46 hits. Actually isn't terrible, but his hits per 9 is high in the game. 18 walks. Let's pull up the spreadsheet. You know what to do. Here we go. Bryce Miller. He's not projected on the spreadsheet, and that's probably why, because he stinks. So I'm going to say don't be buying Mr. Bryce Miller, and I would quick sell him if you have him. Jose Trevino. Very interesting. He's a quick sell, not a good sign at all. And, yeah, he's looking pretty mid. He has silver hitting, hasn't really been hitting for power as of recently. It doesn't seem like, at least in his last 7 games, he has 1 home run. I would just say hold, man. I mean, it's a risky hold. Very risky hold right here because he could get a downgrade. But I'd be surprised if he gets a downgrade. So you can hold him through the update. He's batting, what, 275 with 5 home runs. It's pretty mid. No, I can't get excited. So, I mean, I would probably sell and put him elsewhere. That's just me. Now we got a guy that I really, really like. He's back from the grave. Freddy Peralta. He's at quick sell. I like him. Really nice last start. 11 strikeouts through 6. Last start, nice. So let's see, 62 innings pitched, 82 strikeouts. Gosh, that's nasty. 46 hits and 20 walks. Keep the walks down, you bum. So Freddy Peralta is projected as a +1 right now to 84. He regained whatever he lost last update, it seems like. So I like Peralta as a buy. I actually want to check how many of him I have. If I wasn't giving you guys the advice, I'd be buying more myself. I have 156. I would buy 1,000 of Freddy Peralta. I'm not even joking. I think he goes 84, and then it's a longer-term diamond. So that's just the advice right there. Joe Ryan, I like him a lot as well. You can see I have 202 of him. 67 innings pitched, 73 strikeouts. Had a very nice last start. Only 9 walks in 67 innings pitched. I mean, he's looking pretty solid. Now, we don't have him projected, which has me a little bit nervous. But with his last start that was really dominant, I mean, even his last 2 starts were pretty dominant as well. I think we could see him get a +1 or +2. I think he deserves it, but it's going to come down to his last start, which seems like it's make or break. I don't know why. 900 stubs, bro. 900 stubs, that's like 1 fraction of what I have. Elly De La Cruz. He's going to be a quick sell, man. He's going to be a quick sell. He hasn't done enough. He's cooled off. 0 home runs in his last 15 games. You should. Okay, this is how you play it. You quick sell him now, you sell him all off, and then you buy him back once he gets a downgrade. That's just how you're going to play Elly De La Cruz. Christian Yelich. We have, like 4 or 5 more names left. So this is good. Christian Yelich. He's a little bit, he's priced as if he's almost getting a +1, which seems pretty fair. 297 batting average with 6 home runs. He has cooled off in a pretty big way. I still think he deserves a +1, even maybe a +2. But I think he'd have to earn a +2 in the next up-and-coming days. I still like him as a +1. Whether or not that's a buy seems pretty risky. He's already priced as if he's getting a +1 anyway. Alex Verdugo. Holy, his stats stink. Bronze hitting. Bronze hitting, he has, oh my God, I'm going to be sick, 8 home runs. Welcome to relevancy, Mr. Alex Verdugo. And he's only 191. This is very, very interesting. Very interesting. 260 batting average, 8 home runs. This is going to be the first one of the video where we have to check the splits. Versus lefties, he has 2 home runs. Versus righties, he has 6. So the power right seems like it should be getting a boost. The batting average versus righties is 276. That's pretty high. He already has 75 contact, so that's pretty solid. And then 216 batting average versus left with 50 contact. Pretty solid as well. Power left is 40, and he has 2 home runs versus lefties. Maybe a slight boost there because he only has 50 at bats and 2 home runs versus them. That's pretty solid. I think we see a power boost on Verdugo. Whether or not he goes gold, I don't know. Really weird buy now versus sell now right now. You could sell him for 400 or you can buy him for 190. I don't know what to recommend here. Really weird situation. But I kind of do low-key like him as a buy. So I don't mind him as a buy at all. We got 3 guys left. Andres Gimenez. What did I just... I just cursed. I just like cursed in my keyboard. Andres Gimenez. How? You're kidding. Where is he? Don't tell me there's multiple pages. How do you spell it wrong? It can't be this hard. All right, looks like Andres Gimenez is not going to be... Did I spell it wrong again, or am I tripping? And Andres, where is he? There he is. He's honestly sell him just because of that. 271 batting average, 57 hits, 4 home runs, 344 last 15 games. He's hot, and he's got bronze hitting. Now, with those 4 home runs, let's see the splits again. On a guy like, if he has those home runs versus lefties, that would be nice. Instead, he has 1 home run versus, 1 home run versus left, 3 versus righties. Again, I still think we could see a small power boost here. And with the way he's been hitting in his last 15, I like him as a, I kind of like him as a hold. I like him as a hold at 767. Last guy of the video. We know who's coming back from the grave. Not you. Will Smith. Wow, he went up in price. Whoever put these orders in at 2100, you are a clown. But Will Smith, he's hot, very hot. He has 4 home runs in his last 7 games, sending him back to relevancy. Now, am I going to be the one being deceived into buying Will Smith? You bet your ass I am. I tried buying him earlier at 1900. Obviously, his price rose. Now it's 2100. I would just be very mad if I was buying Will Smith for 2.1K. He probably will go diamond. I'm gonna be honest. He probably will go diamond. My mental state just can't handle the roller coaster that is Will Smith, though. Hope you guys enjoyed buy, hold, sell. That's really it. We got a nice jam-packed week. We're gonna have a huge pack opening coming probably the day after this video. We got tons of packs, and that was a W pack opening, or was it? But next week we got Market Monday on Monday. Tuesday is roster update investment stuff. We might even drop a roster update tier list if enough people comment it here. And then Wednesday will be buy, hold, sell. Final advice for the update, which is on Friday. Potential live stream at 3. We'll have to see what happens that day. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Smash the like button if that's what you want, and peace out. Thanks for watching.